Hey everybody, good morning. Let's just do a really quick, short crochet and chat. You can tell by the shirt I'm wearing. Sorry that today is Tuesday. I'm going to work, but it's early enough so I can do a little bit of a crochet and chat. I am going to, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and bring out the earbuds just so that the sound is okay. So let me put those on. I'm just gonna do a quick 5 minutes here. This is one of my original Kim buckets that I'm wearing, and it fit bigger than this initially, but I washed and dried it, shrunk down a little bit, and actually I think that was fine for it to shrink down just a little bit. Anyway, so I'm in my big African print bag. I am working on Carrie Penny's tutorial for the half circle eyelet shawl still, and I've gotten pretty far on it. I'm on to the second ball. I think I'm gonna show you if I can. It's pretty big now compared to the last time. Well, actually the picture showed it, but it's even bigger than that. So you can see. And then let me kind of see if I can find where that last ball ended. Okay, so sorry. This dark green section was pretty much, you can see, it was the end of the first ball right here. So all this from here to here is the second ball. Let me make sure I got that right. Yeah. No, maybe. No. Okay, sorry. I can see the ends, and the end of the first ball is actually this little dark green section. As you can see, those ends hanging right there, right here. So that this from here to here is a new ball. Okay. Anyway, let's get to crocheting and chatting. Let me get my hook I'm using. I don't know if I told you guys that before. These are the Prim hooks, and this is a 6.0, which I think is a J hook that I'm using here. And again, Carrie did say, I don't think I explained this very well, but she said, like, you know, using a chunkier yarn, if you want it to be a little bit more lightweight, just go up a size or two from the original, the size that's indicated on the yarn ball, because you can make the pattern in any yarn, any weight. So anyway, I was gonna quickly talk to you guys about this book I'm reading while we crochet. So I'm reading this book called A Little Life, and I can't even get started because I can't get, hold on. All right. It's called A Little Life, and it has 4 male protagonists. Now, I bought this book because I was listening to a TikToker, no, a booktuber, and she was reading this book. Guys, this book has 800 plus pages, so there's no way that I would actually read the physical copy of it. But I have a lot of Audible credits, and I don't know about you guys. If any of you have Audible, let me know if you think like this too. I want to get as many listening hours out of each credit, right? So I don't want to spend a credit on 3 hours of listening to an audiobook. I want it to be at least 10 hours, but the more the better, because I feel like I got my money's worth out of it. So when she talked about this book and showed it was a brick of a book, might have been 2 bricks, 800 plus pages, man. So that's how those Game of Thrones, I don't know if you all are fans, but if you've ever seen the actual books, oh my God, they are bricks. It's just a lot going on. So anyway, I'm drinking my coffee in my Christmas mug. I am no respecter of mugs, so we'll just use whatever is available. Anyway, it's a reminder that Christmas in July is coming up, and we do have the Deck the Halls collab coming up, so don't forget, watch that video. I will link it down below so you can get ready to join me, Terry, Ella, Valerie's Cuddly Cat Crochet, Linda's, no, it's a bunch of people, Caroline for the Love of Crochet, Terry, not Terry, Lee, from Lee Mac, she's awesome. But anyway, a lot of people joining us, so get your stuff together and join us, okay? Right, watch the videos for the information. I will have the playlist so far listed down below, and we will keep that playlist updated. Anyway, really quickly, A Little Life, since it's like 800 something pages, it is 32 plus hours of listening. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm getting this book because that's a lot for my credit. But when I was watching the booktuber, and I will link her down below, she said that this book had a lot of trigger warnings, and she is correct. I think 12 or 13 hours into the listening, because I listen and crochet sometimes in the morning, in the evening, or I listen in the car. It's the beautiful thing about Audible, you can listen anywhere. So I've been listening to it for probably like 2 weeks now, and I'm up to I'm up to like 13 hours anyway. They are very, very, there's a lot of triggers. So I think you can, there's some place you can look to find what the triggers are, but I didn't do that. I just trusted that she was right. And I have been moved to tears reading this book. But what I want to say about it is that as you read this book, it is so, the details are so real. And I think this is why I cried. Anyway, because it just seems like it could not be made up. That this fictional, like this is some kind of fictional retelling of somebody's life, or a whole lot of people's real lives maybe brought into one character. And that is what makes it so heartbreaking at times, specifically for one of the characters and what he has gone through. And anyway, it's an interesting book. 4 male protagonists. One of them is really the main one. He's wrapped through the entire story. It's about 4 guys who meet in college, and their friendships, and how their friendships go up and down and in and out throughout the rest of their lives. At the point of the story I'm in, they are 40 years old. And it's just, you know, it's like when I read it, I'm like, this is too real. It's too real. And it can't be made up. Like it just feels like, so either the writer is just that good, and his imagination, or her, I don't even know if it's a female or male author, I have to look that up. He has a crazy good imagination, or this is drawn from somebody's real life experience. It might not be the author, and it might not be one person's life, but like, you know, cherry pick stories from different things that the author has read about or whatever. But it's just so hard, you know. It's just such a tough situation. And yeah, I don't know, I don't always feel this way, but this is one of those books that it stays with you. You don't let it go. Like, I'm thinking about these characters, and to me that means that they are so real, and it's so well written, and it's heartbreaking. And the whole time I'm reading this, I'm hoping that there's gonna be a nice little it'll be wrapped up in a bow by the time I get through that last hour of these 32 hours of this book. But I don't think that it will be. I wish that it would, but I just think the way this book is written, there won't be a nice little happy little bow tied up nice for any of these characters, or maybe one or two, or maybe none of them, or maybe one of them. But other than that, I think I'm gonna get to the end and probably still be sad. So but it's so good, and I just want to know what's gonna happen. Again, it's called A Little Life. I will link it down below. I didn't practice how to pronounce the author's name to share with you right now, but let me check that real quick. Hold on. Okay, so her name is Hanya Yanagihara. She is an American novelist, grew up in Hawaii, part Japanese, part Korean. Anyway, it's such a great book. A Little Life. It's just well done. Just well done. And the author, I just read a little blurb. She is a travel writer. So maybe she did run around. I mean, clearly it's not her life. Well, it could be, and she just turned them into male characters, but she's female. Also, I've never read a book where there is not I don't think so, a female, like a strong female character. There are none. This is about these four guys and their relationships with each other and their relationships with other people, and yeah, it's so well done. So I highly recommend it. But again, tons of triggers, from all type of abuse, drug, sex, physical, all of those things exist in this book. And if those are triggers for you, I don't recommend it. It's also, but as far as the writing, it's fantastic. Anyway, I don't even think in this crochet and chat, I'm not even gonna finish a whole entire row talking to y'all, because I do have to finish getting ready for work, and getting out of here today. So I gotta finish my coffee. This is the second cup. It's gonna be a long day. And yeah, I was gonna film this as like a little 5-minute crochet and chat, but y'all know I talk too much. So this will go up as a WIP Wednesday video tomorrow, and so you guys could see what I am working on, and you know, so my regular vlog doesn't become so long. I'll go ahead and just upload this as something separate. But about this pattern from Carrie Penny, it's fantastic. And after I do this, I'm thinking of starting the Sis Love triangular shawl. It's a free download on the Ravelry, and I have some of those cotton cakes from, either I got it from Hobby, or I got it from either I got it from Hobby, or I got it from Ice, or I got it from somewhere, Hobby or Hobby, or that other one. Anyway, I think I'm gonna start that with one of those yarns that change color on its own. Just like this one, it's changing on its own. I'm not having to add in balls or anything like that. I will have some ends to weave in, because there's some flawed areas that, it's a few of them that I just left, but I really should have. I'm trying to find one of these areas where I kind of like didn't use the yarn, like right here, I think. Yeah. So right here, there was this flawed area, so I am not using that. I will cut that, weave it in, but I just skipped over that part. So yeah, anyway, that's gonna be it. Let me just work on this, and I'm gonna come back in a second and show you when I finish the row. Not gonna finish the row because I gotta get ready for work, but this is the back of it. I think I'm showing you. I just want you to see how big it is, and that is, I still have I'm sorry, this much of the puzzle yarn. I'm gonna put this whole thing in there. I did order another ball of this color, which is maize, so that I can make a matching camberay, because I'm gonna put this entire ball in, and maybe a little bit more. We'll see how big it is, but that's gonna be it. That's gonna be all for WIP Wednesday, and I will see you in the next video. Please comment down below what you are working on for this WIP Wednesday, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. All right, I'm off to work, but I wanted to ask you, comment down below. I wanted to ask you to comment down below and let me know what you are reading, if anything, and also what you are working on this WIP Wednesday. All right, talk back soon.